Hello.
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 Hi.
Hello and welcome to Podcast Heroes. My name's Aaron.
My name's Bentley.
And I'm Michaela.
And Billy is absent this week. He is in Oklahoma at an annual paintballing convention of sorts, which basically means it's a giant open field where they can shoot paintballs at each other freely.
That sounds fun.
Sweet.
I hope he's getting his hots in, though.
I don't know if he's playing any heroes at all because I think that they sleep in tents.
Oh, wow.
There's no internet in Oklahoma.
All right, and you may notice the growling in the background is nice guy Huxley. We're dog sitting, and Huxley occasionally likes to just chime in, give his thoughts and opinions. So just pay him no heed. He doesn't even play HOTS.
He's actually on guard duty while we do this
League.
podcast.
He's a poser.
Yeah, he plays League of Legends. He doesn't know anything about heroes.
Yeah.
But anyway, today we've got a lot of exciting news. We teased it on the teaser just a couple days ago. Eternal Conflict, the campaign for Diablo, is coming out on Heroes of the Storm.
Yes. Finally some Diablo content. If you guys listened to the last podcast, I actually went on a little rant talking about how there's not enough Diablo content, and well, basically the next day.
You were well heard.
Yeah, and the next day, basically, they came out and they had like an event, announced an event, basically. And yeah, it's
Well, they
it's
had
awesome.
an event, didn't they?
Yes.
They were talking in Korea, it sounds like.
Well, what you're referencing is we actually have some clips from a video where some Korean press interviewed Kyo Milker and Samwise Didier, who are the developers behind Eternal Conflict, the campaign. And we have a couple clips that we'll share with you here shortly.
Awesome.
But how was your week in Heroes, guys? Michaela, did you get to play a lot?
You know, I've been teased for Fallout 4 a lot, so I've been playing Fallout New Vegas this week.
That's true. A lot of people have been falling back to their old Fallout games.
Yes. I love the Fallout series, and the Fallout 4 looks amazing.
So, Michaela, what is your MOBA experience?
You know, I played a little League of Legends, but I didn't really like the style of that game. The buttoning, I just couldn't get the hang of it. So when
The last hitting?
I don't know. It was just the whole like layout of the keys and stuff. I couldn't get a good rhythm down for moving and everything. I didn't like it. And then when Heroes of the Storm came out, I just thought it was easier to catch on to, and the characters I already knew from Diablo, so it was easier for me to get into this world of Blizzard.
Nice.
It's definitely easy to stay in Blizzard worlds.
Yeah.
I find myself playing every single Blizzard game all the time.
Yeah, and they kind of lure you to different franchises, I feel like, with like different rewards for other games.
Right. This week I actually unlocked... Oh, thank you, Huxley, for that feedback. I unlocked a Hearthstone adventure pack. The... not Naxxramas, but the other one. Do you know what it is?
No.
Blackrock
Oh,
Spire.
yeah.
Something like that. With dragons. And,
With dragons.
You know, and I've gotten Chromagus, and it's just really fun.
So Heroes of the Storm was kind of the first MOBA that I played a lot of, that I ranked up the characters a lot and I'm really into.
Nice, awesome. And I'm basically in the same boat as well. But you guys already know that, so I don't know why I'm saying that. I had a pretty good...
I'm pretty much in that boat as well. I really like this game, you know. I would say I play it about at least an hour a week, if not like 50.
But anyway, no,
Sometimes.
not 50 hours, but I did have a good week. I got up to rank 40 and then started losing some points. So now I'm at that point where I can lose points. It's getting scary, guys. It's getting scary.
Don't worry. I think that there's a big upward spike, it seems, before you drop off. And once you start dropping off, it's way harder.
Yeah.
For example, I got to like 20 and then turned around and was back to 24. And now it's really tough for me to climb back up.
Interesting. So they find like the average almost for you, and you're stuck there.
It seems.
I wonder when they're gonna reset that.
Probably next season.
Next season.
What is
Interesting.
a season? Like, when does it end? Like, summer?
That's the tough thing, because it's not really, it doesn't have to follow seasons.
I mean,
Right.
maybe since the game just came out, maybe this time next year.
Who knows?
Let's start.
year?
Yeah.
But, you know,
I feel like that's kind of a long season.
who knows? But all I know is that I hope that there's never a point where there's not a season going on.
Very true.
Right?
Very
I want to
true.
always have competitive play going on.
How was your week, Aaron?
It was pretty good. Played a lot of Pillars of Eternity, a lot of Hearthstone.
I don't think that's Heroes of the
Nice.
Storm though.
No, it isn't Heroes of the
Okay.
Storm.
Okay.
I like I said,
Ooh.
I pretty much stuck static right at 24. But let's move on. Let's talk about this event that's coming up. Eternal Conflict, the Diablo
Yes.
campaign.
Diablo 3 is what I played. I played Diablo 3. A lot of
Nice.
that.
Me too. Me too. It's probably one of my favorite Blizzard franchises. Basically.
Well, let me run these clips by you. One of them was really exciting. Here is proof that there is more than just the Battlefield of Eternity coming to the Nexus. There's going to be at least one more, if not more than that, maps. So
Wow.
here's that clip.
I don't think we're quantifying it now, but you can definitely expect more than one battleground to be in the Diablo universe coming in this same cycle that we're on. So
Well, that's pretty awesome.
Right?
I'm excited
so,
about
yeah.
those.
I mean, it's right from the mouth of the devs. So
Right there.
you go.
Straight from the
Here's
mouth.
another clip.
we're really trying to focus on bringing really iconic characters that are kind of true to what people's expectations are of them from the Blizzard worlds, and then making them all really feel unique and distinct in our game and have a purpose in our game. So that's a delicate balancing act. I think Dustin mentioned today, though, that we're pushing really hard to move to more of like a 3 to 4 week cadence on our heroes. So you can definitely expect more heroes than what we've been delivering. And I think as we move forward, we'll evaluate that and kind of balance out how we can, maximize the number of heroes we get into the game. But we want them all to be great. So that's the most important part for us.
I'm excited about this.
Wow.
I want them to make the champions faster, but I want them to keep their uniqueness. I'm of the opinion that if it takes a little bit longer, 5 or 6 weeks, go ahead and take that time, but make it a well-polished champion or
Yeah.
hero.
I agree. If you're going to take the time to make it, make sure it's good, make sure it's right.
Yeah, we actually were teased a lot of this content at BlizzCon last year. So, I mean, you can tell that they've been working on this for a while, and they're not going to stop, or they're not just going to release something that is not 100% and not, confident.
Right. And the developers also pointed out that there's good news for StarCraft players. I'll just play this clip.
So on the StarCraft front, I think StarCraft is obviously very near and dear to our hearts. We are the same team that made StarCraft 2 and Warcraft 3 and the original StarCraft, so it's definitely up there on our list. I can't say whether or not that will be the next one, but definitely have intentions to visit them all in time. So you can expect StarCraft at some point here. The question is when.
So I never really played any StarCraft. Is that what we were talking about?
We can do an abrupt cut.
What is a season?
So Nice Guy Huxley is no longer with us, but stay tuned.
Yeah,
maybe.
sorry, he was being pretty annoying, and so sorry for the abrupt cut. But let's move on. We were talking about the Battlefield of Eternity, the new maps that are coming. We played some clips. You can definitely expect more than one map during the Eternal Conflict event. And so I thought there's going to be like an event on June 30th, the day that this starts, and it was just going to be a few days long. We're going to get map. But no, it's actually a week-long event.
Okay.
Interesting.
And isn't it like a campaign? So like a 3-month-long campaign in the game?
I think it is. You're right.
And they're going to be releasing content, hopefully new heroes, new skins.
Right.
Okay,
And
interesting.
it's all Diablo.
Wow. And then
I heard.
Sorry.
I heard people talking about maybe the releasing of a monk possibly as a specialist for Diablo.
Okay.
Specialists.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I heard a support maybe.
Support. Yes, that's what I meant. Support.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of people were really surprised when they heard that the Butcher was going to be an assassin and not a tank or
Yeah. I was surprised. Speaking of the Butcher, here at the event, actually, they showed him off quite a bit, and we actually have his skills and his kit all right here. How convenient. So he's a melee assassin. His passive is fresh meat. Okay. Nearby minions drop 1 fresh meat, and heroes drop 3. Okay. And you lose all of them when you die. And each fresh meat you pick up, you gain 1% bonus attack damage, and you can hold up to 25.
Wow.
So up to 25% when he's at his peak. This is comparable to like Vala's Hatred, anything that stacks on any other hero, basically. What do you guys think about this passive?
It's pretty cool. Now, fresh meat is what he's known for saying, right? Most often in his encounter in Diablo. Fresh meat.
Yeah. He's definitely a big character in the first Diablo and Diablo 3.
Awesome.
I actually didn't finish Diablo 3, and I need to go back and do it.
You really need
But
to.
on the forums, I was seeing the most requested character for the Eternal Conflict event. Does you have any guesses?
Oh, I bet it's Deckard Cain.
Deckard Cain.
Of course.
Oh.
Of course.
Him and his lore book just walking around.
Yes. Asking people to stay a while.
That could be like a 5-second stun. Please stay a while.
And he whips out his book.
Him and the opponent are stunned for 5 seconds.
There you go.
That
Next.
can be his ult.
Okay, so moving along. His Q is Hamstring. Basically slams his axe down, dealing 40 damage and slowing units by 50%. And the slow will fade away over 2 seconds. So
It's pretty narrow.
So 50%, I mean, but that's a lot of slow.
Yeah.
And the cooldown is only 4 seconds, okay? I mean, you're going to be whipping this out quite
Oh,
often.
yeah. You're going to be slamming things down left and right.
Okay, moving along. So Butcher's Brand is his W. Deal 32 damage to an enemy and cause your basic attacks against them to heal you for 75% of the damage done for 5 seconds. Healing doubled versus heroes.
Okay.
break
Repeat
that
that
down.
last part.
Healing doubled versus heroes.
Healing doubled versus heroes. This is a huge thing on Reddit.
Wow.
Is that there's apparently some video out there of the Butcher being healed 75% of his health while attacking a Johanna with this ability.
Yeah, I actually saw the clip. He was like down to his last green bar, and he got up to half health while killing her.
5 seconds
Wow.
is a long time.
Yes.
And that only costs 60 mana.
Yeah, only 60 mana, 14-second cooldown. I mean, this is pretty crucial.
On sale now, only $59.99 mana.
There you go. And his E is Ruthless Onslaught.
Is that the charge?
Yes, so he charges to an enemy, becoming unstoppable and gaining movement speed. Ooh. If you reach the target, they are stunned for 1 second and take 110 damage.
Ba-boom!
1 second? Is that long enough?
I remember in the clip I thought it was pretty short, but when you think about what's
Damage
the cooldown
per
on
second.
that? 20 seconds.
If you can get some traits, maybe, perhaps, that
Well-
ups your damage per second, then that could possibly be a lot of damage.
But he is an assassin, so I know they're going to lean hard on damage. It is dealing 110 damage, 75 mana, and a 20-second cooldown. I think this is more to help initiate and probably just to get those squishier heroes out of position. And just a nice way to help your other teammates get around, you know?
And I think you're also faster while you're charging.
Yeah,
you can
gain...
chase somebody down.
And
but
you're
just
unstoppable.
Just
That'll
don't
be nice.
miss.
So you can't be stunned, and you can't be slowed when you're onslaughting.
Interesting.
Yes. So and his two ults, Furnace Blast. After a 3-second delay, fire explodes around you, dealing 685 damage to enemies. Can be cast while using Onslaught.
Oh, wow. There's just a flaming explosion zooming in.
Interesting.
It's like
I would like to see
suicide
that.
Kind of
bomber.
like Diablos are then.
So basically, you can run into them, stun them, and then do the fire explosion because they won't have time to get away. They're basically telling you how to do this combo for you.
All right.
Yeah, interesting. And you actually see this furnace blast in Diablo 3 all the time. If you've played that first act, he's the boss at the end. He's big and beautiful.
Tell me about this other ult.
Yeah, his last ult is Lamb for the Slaughter. Sorry. He throws a hitching post that attaches to the nearest enemy hero after a 1-second delay. This deals 75 damage and causes the enemy to be chained to the post for 4 seconds.
That one's gonna be pretty cool.
Yes, but the fact that it's only one hero, I don't know. What do you think?
I wonder if his level 20 talent makes all heroes in the area.
That would be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I saw a video of this skill being used, and it's pretty intense. It's a very small.
But you're still pretty free within that circle.
It's true.
Yeah, but if
and the circle's big enough, you can dodge things like a Tassadar W.
I agree, but if you think about it, this ult combos really well with many other hero ults.
Oh, yeah.
This basically makes this hero stay in this spot.
That's true.
I'm already seeing like a
Jaina ults.
Yeah.
ults, Kael'thas ults,
Tyrande.
Kerrigan.
I mean, the list goes on and on, guys. So there you go. That's the Butcher. I believe he's coming June 30th.
I think so. Let's not make promises.
Let's not make promises.
23rd. Yes?
He'll be on the PTR on the 23rd. So
And
awesome.
Is that the beginning of the Diablo 3 week? The 21st?
I don't know. It might actually be the 30th.
So that wraps up the Butcher. We'll be able to play him on June 30th if there's no issues.
Right on. Well, let's move right along. Blizzard has come out against toxicity. I just want to have a conversation about what you guys think. How toxic is your gameplay? Mine, there's occasionally those terrible people, but I've found that I enjoy it better than I enjoyed playing League when the people started raging.
I agree. It seems like when there's a lot of toxicity going on in a game, it's more of just frustration. People are just mad.
Lack of-
Yeah, and people are just mad at the game, so they need to vent.
Yeah, I think it's a lack of teamwork. And once you can get the people in your game to kind of, you ping and you message certain people who might not be playing the best, and they kind of can whip into shape better.
Yeah.
Do you think it's as big of a problem in Heroes as it is in other MOBAs?
Actually, since the game is launched, I almost think that the toxicity has gone down, in a way. The games are a lot more quieter.
Games are also,
Sure.
I'm sure you've noticed, there's occasionally someone who has no idea how to control the Dragon
Yeah.
Knight.
Yeah, there's been a
No
lot of
idea.
that. I've also seen a lot of Abathurs. Have you seen a lot of Abathurs in Quick?
No, because another free week is here, and Abathur is nowhere on it.
Very true. Very true.
Speaking of free week,
There you go.
who's free this week?
Well-
We've got Jaina, Raynor, Muradin, Tyrael, Rhaegar, Uther, and Sylvanas.
So no Abathur.
Basically, no Abathur,
And-
not even worth logging in.
Second week of launch.
Sylvanas again.
Yes, she's been on this for like 3 times now since her
They waited
launch.
forever, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, you want Sylvanas? Have her every week."
Yeah, yeah. So what do you think our prime team of this Hero Week is?
Okay, so the prime team that I comprised
Grade A.
was Jaina, Raynor, Tyrael, Rhaegar, and Sylvanas.
Okay, so the people missing are Muradin and Uther.
Now, you could easily trade Rhaegar and Tyrael for Muradin and Uther and have just as good a team. In fact, that would be the beefier option.
That is the beefier option. Although I feel like Rhaegar can play really good dual support and still provide a great amount of damage for the tank. And I feel like Muradin is in the front line a lot more than Tyrael in a way. So his what is it, lightning shield would come in really handy in situations like that.
Right. I think that Tyrael with a lightning shield and the chain heal and then an ancestral healing, he's going to be a fine tank.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a toss-up between Muradin and Tyrael for me.
Yeah.
What about you, Michaela?
I haven't really played any of these characters yet. I have Raynor unlocked, but I've played him a lot just because I have him unlocked.
Well, then, since you haven't played a lot of them, are you still trying to get all of them up to 5 really quickly before you explore anybody more deeply?
Yeah, I've been working on certain characters individually. I kind of just try to do the daily quests, honestly.
Okay. It's a good way to go about it.
Yeah.
That's how I did it to test out new heroes, was basically the rotations and then doing those according to my daily quests. It's really rough when you have a daily quest and there's not that hero.
Yeah.
I like to combo my daily quests into, like, if it says play a warrior and a Diablo character, I like to just play both. That way I'm getting both quests done at once, and that's a good tip for your new folks out there.
So let's talk about what's on sale this week. Michaela, do you want to run over it?
Sure. We have my personal favorite, Tyrande, Gazlo. We have...
Now, Gazlo's is his epic skin, the clown one, that creepy clown
that's creepy.
skin. Yeah. It's on sale, so there's going to be a ton of freaky clowns running around. As well as a skin for Tyrande.
Yeah.
The Warden skin.
Illidan also has a skin out.
Shando Illidan.
Ooh. It looks pretty good. It kind of makes me think of Malfurion.
Yeah.
It looks
yeah.
exactly like
That
Malfurion.
long,
It's kind of
green
like
hair.
Illidan before he went bad.
Which is strange because Malfurion has an Illidan-esque...
Well, they're from the same...
Oh, they're brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
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 Everybody who plays Warcraft 3 knows.
And the last item on sale is the magic...
I can show you
magic
the
carpet.
world.
There you go. The
Magic
carpet.
Carpet.
On a magic carpet ride, a whole new world. There we go.
There we go.
That's pretty
All right, and that's the sales this week. What's next?
The road to BlizzCon.
Oh.
Actually, I just really wanted to mention that the road to BlizzCon is available and registration is up. So if you have a team of 5 like us, if you think you can take on our pro team,
The Nice Guys Network.
the Nice Guys Network of Legend, then sign up for one of the regional tournaments and meet us at BlizzCon, because we're obviously going to win every regional tournament.
Yes, and we're going to win the $500,000.
Yeah, there's so much prize money to be had. There's no reason why you and your friends shouldn't be playing.
Seriously.
And last but not least, we have a very important segment, our featured segment, because we have a guest on the show. Michaela, nice
Hello.
girl Michaela, is going to break down one of her favorite builds on Tyrande for you.
Who is on sale if you were not listening earlier?
Yeah, so, okay, Tyrande has to be, like, the most character I've played the most in this game. I usually go for the first level. You're gonna want to beef up that Hunter's Mark. Your
Hunter's
D.
Mark is really strong. And
Ranger's Mark.
A lot of new players don't use it at all.
Yeah, and it increases 25% of all damage dealing to that hero. So, I mean, it's intense, man.
Yeah, it's definitely good at targeting everybody on one hero as well. When you're in a big team fight and you put that D on a character, everybody, the shield...
We have a girl on the podcast, and the only message that she gives us is put the D on your enemies
hero.
for victory.
Okay.
All right.
The Hunter's Mark.
Yes, the Hunter's Mark applied on your enemy makes your team do 25% increased damage to that target. For how long?
And it also
For
puts
4
a
seconds.
Wow.
It also puts a shield above their head, which makes everybody else on the team target that hero.
There you go. Okay, level 4.
I definitely go for the healing ward just because you are playing the role as a support, as getting your teammates healed is your main priority of the game. So setting down one of those healing wards next to a team fight can really get those points in there for you.
Interesting. Do you find yourself deviating from that sometimes when there's more than one support?
Sometimes if you just want to put, again, I would do, instead of the healing ward, I would do the focused attack to, again, beef up your Hunter's Mark.
Awesome.
For level 7, I usually go for the Lunar Blaze, which ups the E Lunar Flare.
Yeah, this skill is awesome. I like this stun. It deals a great amount of damage.
Yeah, I've seen that W do a ton of damage.
Yeah, and in the hands of the right person, you can pick people off quite easily.
Yeah. For level 10, you unlock the ult, and I usually just go for Starfall because, duh.
You and a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that maybe oh, bless you.
Sorry about that.
That's something that the devs maybe should work on, is maybe fixing Tyranda's other ult. I never see other people pick it.
Billy would argue really hard against this.
Okay.
And he would say that it's really useful when you have something like an Abathur on the other team. You can just reveal them, go there and kill them.
Interesting.
But I haven't seen it have much more utility than Starfall.
Yeah. It's really more of a retreating tactic than an actual attacking, doing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
I think
a good point.
And Starfall is just great in any situation, whether you're dealing with like a group of enemy heroes or structures or like objectives.
Right.
Okay, so level 13, I usually go for Hunter's Fury, or if you really need to be healing your team a lot, you find that your team isn't staying alive and you're having a hard time healing them, I would go for Overflow of Light to help your Q ability out.
Okay. Interesting.
For 16, I usually go with Ranger because that's really fun for me. If you ever see me playing Tyrande, I'll just occasionally send out an arrow across the map and it'll go and like kill someone. And
I believe you mean owl.
Yeah, what did I say?
I think you said arrow.
Oh, yes, owl. A ranger.
It feels so good to get those owl
Sentinel.
kills.
I mean, to get owl.
Sentinel.
Yeah,
There you go.
but he's basically an owl.
Yeah,
so
it's an owl.
He can go all the way across the map, and when you get this one, you can get up to 200% damage when that owl hits another enemy.
Those owls originated, as far as I know, in Warcraft 3. You could put them on the trees.
Yes.
And they would reveal the area for you.
Yes. That's a nice little throwback there.
But if you're not comfortable with using the Sentinel, I would go with the Shooting Star to help your E in team fights.
Right on.
For the last one, it's kind of a toss-up between Rewind. Aaron, I know you got me into Rewind with Nova.
I love Rewind. Rewind is the best spell in the game.
Yeah, I never take it, actually.
What is wrong with you?
I always actually go with Nexus Frenzy, but...
Yeah,
Nexus
that's
Frenzy...
the next one I was going to say, actually. Is Nexus Frenzy was another one I usually
It's
go
just
for.
overall pretty awesome.
That's the better damage option.
Yes.
For Tyrande, who's an auto attack-y champion.
Or arguably even Celestial Wrath.
Oh my god.
To
your
globally
ult?
Yeah, to globally cast your Starfall.
I don't
I've
think
never
that's
gotten that
necessary.
one.
I mean, it's kind of like Nova, though, in a way.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're feeling frisky.
I mean,
maybe.
if you are constantly not with your team and you're not doing your job as a support.
That's very true. Very true. So never take Celestial Wrath.
Not never, but maybe not today.
Not today.
Try it out, maybe,
But not today.
if you want.
Another time, not with us.
Okay.
Watch us climb. This week we had an amazing game in the Haunted Mines. The other team was Brightwing, Jaina, Johanna, Kael'thas, and Sylvanas. And the nice guys assembled, all 5 of us. Vala was Bentley.
Of course.
Thrall was Kyle, who was Fugazi. Muradin was Dubals or Billy. Tassadar, I was playing Tass. And Michaela was repping her Tyrande build.
Yeah,
So obviously
always.
it worked.
Yeah, it worked beautifully.
So talk to me about what happened in this game. Refresh my memory.
It was a lot of fun.
So we basically, it was on Haunted Mines. I don't know if you said that. The heroes were just listed. And as you can see, we have a lot of stuns on our team. And you're saying, wait, but Vala doesn't have a stun. But yes, she does. Okay, I went her Rain of Vengeance. That adds 2 stuns. On top of Muradin, he has a stun. Tyrande, she has a stun. And Thrall, he also has a stun. Okay, so these, whenever a hero was out of position, they were basically dead. We were playing objectively. Everyone was synergizing. Great teamwork, and the other team was basically garbage.
And I wanted to point out, I was playing Tassadar, who I don't normally play. And Michaela was Tyrande, and I was only comfortable playing Tassadar because we had another support. And both Tassadar and Tyrande kind of fall into that category of side support.
Yes.
They're not that Rhaegar or Lily who's going to keep you alive. Tyrande can help,
Yes.
but she's
Right.
ultimately there for a different reason.
You still have those cooldowns you have to wait for.
And that's
Right.
and that's the same thing with Tassadar too. He's there to help. He gets you great vision, great AoE.
Great damage.
Yes, great area effect damage. Which we basically complemented each other's builds too. You went with the slow, and I went with dealing an extra, I believe it's 75% damage to slowed or stunned enemies. So you can see how that could stack on really well.
And as long as you know that somebody's going to go that can slow the other people for you, then that's a solid pick to take.
Yes.
That's a lot more skulls you can collect over the enemy team.
And it's a great example to show that it's important to do the objectives. Go into the mines. I think we had a point in the game that we were debating on coring it or going into the mines,
But that wasn't
We
until the
decided
very
to
end.
core it,
we decided to core it,
and it was a horrible
Regretted
call.
it.
It was
Yeah.
bad,
And it resulted in us. We made it out just under half,
yes, we did.
so we were pretty safe still, only because you, who were you playing? You were on Bala, and you managed to escape down to the mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm pretty fast with her,
But everybody else died.
Yes.
Yeah, we just got too confident in ourselves.
Yeah. And it's another thing that happens is that kill greedy ambition you get when you're on a roll.
It was a good week.
Awesome. I think
I'm
this
excited.
excited for what's to come. June 23rd, it's on the PTR, the new map and the new hero. June 30th is when it's released. We'll have some more podcasts in between then, of course, to update you folks.
Of course.
Michaela, is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's pretty much it. Thanks for having me on the show, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure that you'll be back another time.
Of course.
As a reminder, jump into the conversation. Email us at niceguysnetwork@gmail.com. Leave us a comment or a like on SoundCloud, YouTube, and now you can subscribe to us on iTunes. Just search the Nice Guys Network, Podcast Heroes, anything like that. You'll be able to find us or find us on our Facebook page. We are everywhere.
Of course. We try to be, at least.
Michaela, would you like the honor of taking us out?
Thank you for listening to Podcast Heroes, where we podcast about heroes. What is a season? 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 What is a season?
Nice Guy Huxley is having some technical difficulties. Better not cut any of this out.